Hello everybody, this is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds and have kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitance in your weight loss and maintenance. Today we're going to talk about the importance of sleep. Sleep! Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website. Just hundreds of articles and recipes, many of them might be useful to you. Check out my 2 books, which you can find on Amazon. And also, incidentally, I created a new podcast, which you can find on Spotify and Apple and Amazon, called The Cinema Rag, if you're interested in movies. And then, of course, that complements my long-standing podcast I've had, The Awakened Man, since 2017. All right. Sleep is important. We talked about in the inaugural episode here how the number one key to weight loss and weight maintenance is fundamentally changing your paradigm, which means everything that you've been doing in the past wasn't working. Because if it was working, you wouldn't be overweight. So one of the things, and not all men and women are like this, but sometimes a lot of people aren't getting enough sleep. And in fact, insomnia is probably the worst it's ever been in human history. One of this is just because the advent of blue light and the advent of just having electronics and television and social media and all these things that are created to be addictive, and they're pervasive, they're everywhere. And I think this exacerbates it. So if you're wanting to lose weight, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep while you're still eating ding dongs and McDonald's every day isn't going to really make a difference. But like I've talked about before, weight loss is 1,000 little steps every day. And one of the key fundamental steps of weight loss is getting proper sleep, 7 to 9 hours a day. Hypersomnia, getting more than 9 hours of sleep a day as an adult, has the same risk factors as insomnia. And to review, insomnia risk factors is shorter life expectancy, higher rate of infections throughout your lifetime, higher rate of obesity, higher rate of cancer, incidences of cancer, higher rate of heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, cardiovascular problems. So clearly, you don't want to shortchange sleep for other things. So what can we do about it? Well, some of you guys play video games late into the night, or you're on social media or Reddit or YouTube. Guys, you got to practice good sleep hygiene. So good sleep hygiene, and we'll just go over a couple of basics. Once the night comes, no blue light. So no LED lights, no fluorescent lights, no compact fluorescent lights. They all stimulate blue light. And so what happens is blue light essentially tells your body not to make melatonin. Melatonin starts being made by the pineal gland immediately upon sundown to get you sleepy. But when you have these lights on, or you have blue light coming off your screens, it tricks the body into thinking it's like noon. So it's not going to make melatonin. It's actually going to make cortisol. So you need to eliminate the blue light. So use the old incandescent Edison light bulbs, have salt lamps, candles, dim lighting. Blue light blocking glasses are very inexpensive. Most of your phones and so forth have the blue light filters. Put those on. What else can you do? Nothing stressful after, I would say, 7 o'clock. Don't be watching horror movies. Don't be on social media, because social media keeps us in a state of vigilance. I would tell you, don't be watching stuff on YouTube that gets you all freaked out and panicked. Don't go down the Reddit rabbit hole, so to speak. Taking a warm bath, taking magnesium. Magnesium is a natural sedative, because I would tell you to stay away from sleep drugs, including melatonin. Taking a walk, and then in your room, pitch black, 64 to 66 degrees. And be in bed by a certain time. Nothing is more important than sleep. So whatever you think it is, at 10 o'clock, oh, I want to catch another episode of ESPN, or oh, I want to play another game of Madden. No, you can do that during the day, and you can find time during the day, because ultimately sleep is more important, because sleep is connected to all these things. And I don't think anybody wants to die young unless you're a masochist. No one wants to die young and have all the risk factors that I've already mentioned, and in particular, no one wants to be fat who's listening to this channel. So do the steps necessary. It might take some forbearance, some self-restraint, but you can do it, because you got to remember, what is more important than sleep? Nothing. Now, look, some of you might be natural insomniacs. You might have sleep apnea and so forth. I totally get it. My father had sleep apnea. He had the CPAP machine. Then get those things worked on. Being obese in itself leads to sleep apnea and leads to disturbed sleep. So again, another reason to try to lose the weight. So it's kind of the chicken and the egg thing. But in closing, eat well, fast, exercise. Exercise will get you tired. Just don't exercise too strenuous cardio too late, because it can keep you up because of the cortisol and kind of the fight or flight hormones that are released during exercise, which are good. They're hormetic, as we say. But do all these 1,000 little things, but a key component, guys, is try to get that sleep. And if you have to wake up early for work, then go to bed by 9. Do your sleep hygiene and be in bed by 9. Again, nothing is more important than sleep at night. Nothing. So again, don't sabotage your own weight loss by doing things that are superficial, shallow, and overly leisurely, like, oh, I got to be on Netflix. It's just not worth it, guys. Please listen to me. All right, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the notification, subscribe, and share button. Until next time, take care, God bless, and pray.